Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Professor Cloud Builds a Satisfactory, or Professor Builds a Satisfactory. We are in the middle of creating new aluminum production, and specifically then using that aluminum along with copper to create the necessary cooling systems that we need for a lot of different things that are all part of Phase 5. We have now also unlocked the last tier of, or last milestone of tier 8, which has unlocked the nuclear pasta recipe, which is also required for phase 5. So we can actually start working on that as well. So there's a number of things that we can do. They're going to be done though in different parts of the map as far as where our production is currently being laid out. But the great thing is that I have some new plans for how to bring everything together over on the beach for the heat sinks, which is the whole purpose of the new aluminum production in the first place, which will then flow into the cooling systems. So let's go ahead and jump back in and get started. All right, we are back at the hub. And the first thing is that I want to change my to-do list, simply because the resource well extractor is still sitting up there and I actually don't need that anymore. So let's go ahead and remove that. Oh, no, resource well extractor. That is supposed to be there. I thought it was the resource well pressurizer. We also, of course, need one more miner Mark II. Oh, I'm actually kind of glad. Yeah, I need modular frames. Okay. We can get those at Iron Part 3 on our way back to the oil fields. Let's go take a quick look at where things stand for modular engines, which are all required for the thermo propulsion rockets. We currently are at 200. We need a total of 675. So, this is still continuing to work. This has still got a lot of smart plates, a lot of motors, and a lot of rubber. So we don't need to worry about that. The one thing that we can do before we actually head back to our aluminum production is I want to take a quick look at the nuclear pasta again. So nuclear pasta is copper powder. That's actually very easy. Copper powder just gets turned from a copper ingot. So we can do that pretty much anywhere we've got a spare foundry for copper. Or not foundry. I forget what it's called. Yeah, so copper ingots, very easy. Put a constructor in front, no big deal. And we need a lot. I didn't realize that. Okay, hold on a minute. We need to get that started now. We need 200 per nuclear pasta, which means we need 2,000. All right. That's something we can very quickly do. The other thing then is fused modular frames. We need 100 more of those, along with 200 radio control units. So, all right, let's take a look at radio control units, because they require computers. Computers and crystal oscillators. Okay. Which means we're going to need 100 crystal oscillators. The best thing for me to do for that is to probably craft that by hand. Grab 200. No, grab 100. Yeah, grab 100 computers. And then we need aluminum casings also. Plus we're going to need radio... Oh, crap. We're going to need radio control units for turbo motors. Yeah, so that's the other reason for the cooling system. Yeah, the radio control units are going to be a pain. The thermo propulsion rockets are going to be the hardest part of doing this phase. The nuclear pasta is simple in comparison. Okay, let me go ahead on up. Let me see if I've got extra copper, an extra copper output up here. If I can, I'll go ahead and do it here. If not, there, I know for a fact we've got one over at Iron Part 3. Okay, so this is producing... This is producing 30. Well, I actually could split this again. How much am I outputting here? 60. Never mind. No, I can't. All right, then we'll do it at the current aluminum production. Alright, so let's go ahead and head over to that. Whoop, I missed my ladder. This will also allow me to grab some modular frames too. At least they're producing a little bit faster now. I found a couple of problems that I had to fix over there, missing belts and things like that. Alright, let me see why this guy is circling, other than that he is right there nearby. And that's full. Okay, so let me grab that and that. Let him drop off what he's got to drop off, and then in the meantime, yeah, unfortunately right now the transport of the fuel is actually faster. Okay, no coupons. Than we need. But there's no way to control it. So we're kind of stuck with it. Okay, I've already turned off the incoming. Whoa! They make very quick switches of the light. All right, let's go do the copper to copper powder, and then we'll put that just into a storage unit. So let's just do a constructor right here. Actually, let's do it here. storage unit. Let's make it industrial just in case, because I don't know. Okay, this is going to be copper powder. Alright, let's make you a Mark II. Okay. Alright, so there's our copper powder that we need for the nuclear pasta. I'm going to have to think some more about the radio control units. So, let's go ahead back. We need to go grab 10... Is there any way to... I thought there was a way to climb these. No, there's not. Okay. I could have sworn I had one. Oh, I know what it was. It was the things that I used to raise the belts off the ground. I forget what they're called, but they all allow for climbing. I think the modular frames are being produced. Here. Yeah. Alright, so I'll just take 50. Alright, now we're good. We can head back. We've already made one additional step. Alright, let's see if I can jump this. Hey, there we go. Cool. Alright, the first thing I want to do is get the copper production up and running first, so that we can send that down to the beach and I can figure out where things are going to be placed in comparison to where we've got the aluminum being produced, or where the aluminum will be produced. But I also have some stuff I want to drop off and pick up, for that matter. Go. This should have... Yeah. No, there's no take all button. Okay. Alright. Now let's go ahead and head up and get to the new copper production, or where the new copper production is going to be. I'm just looking around to see. I have not been doing a lot of exploring because I've been so focused on, you know, getting this production running that I'm not, like, where are there some more down ships, or where are there some more commercial spheres? Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, then let's turn this into that. This is the one that I'm... Whoa! Yeah, that one goes through the rock. Flips through the rock. Alright, we don't need to do anything here. We can just go right on past. Oh, there's limestone. Whoa! Where the hell did he go? Wow. Okay. I think there might... I think there might actually be 3 different sizes of spider. Because that guy was a heck of a lot bigger, I thought, than the one that we killed in the last episode. I'm not 100% positive of that. I also really need to get rid of that tree. That tree is very much in the way. Cannot see a thing. Alright, this time, let's not try to kill the spider and take the... whatever those pink things are called. I forget what they're called. I'm kind of surprised I wasn't attacked by it earlier. Considering how close I was to him on a number of occasions when I was building the floors, when I was, just trying to make my way across. He's probably one that you should shoot rather than try and take on with melee combat. The other thing is the spiders tend to follow you. Okay. Miner Mark II. All right, let me, just for my own... Okay. All right, now then, using this as a starting point, instead of sending the ore down, I want to go ahead and do the ingot crafting up here. So each one of these is going to spit out 60. That's 4 ingot sets. That's 4 sets of ingots. Because each smelter, I kept saying foundry, I know. Each smelter is 30. So what we need to start... Alright, let's do... Alright, so if we do... Where are they? Smelters. But we're going to need to merge them before sending them down. So... Alright, I think I'm going to need to go one more row. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're going to want a merger here. Actually, no. A splitter here. You know what? Let me do this. Oh, okay. I know what I'll do. I'll do this one with lifts. Oops. Okay, and then we'll take this one, oops. This one down further. Well, let me go ahead and do 2 smelters. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need another row over there, but that's fine. Oh. Okay, then let's do... Oh, I know what I can do. Nope. There we go. All right, and then the second one, we'll say be here. Okay. And then, yeah, we're going to do the row. Yeah, then we're going to put mergers in front of each one with another merger in front of that to then send them all down at one time. So we'll put a merger here with the output this way. Okay. Smelter. Okay. And then we'll put another merger. This one's coming out here. Wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? I did, but that's okay. I can make it work. Because I can then go from here to here. And this should be sending 60 ingots combined with 60, which means everything from here down will be Mark II. Okay. Alright, let's do another merger this way. There we go. Excellent. Perfect. Well, all right, maybe perfect is a strong word. But good. This is exactly what I was thinking. All right, now I just need to get power to all of this. So let's start by doing simple power here. That's not what I wanted. I don't know why it did a Mark II. That only needs to be a Mark I. Alright, then we can do a Mark II. Here. Oh, for crying out loud. I did a Mark II. Okay. Now, I just need to configure these. Okay. Now we just need to take them down. Just making sure I'm looking to find out if there's anything for me to fight before I start taking things down. But it looks like I'm alright, so... Oh, crap, I'm out of reinforced iron plates. Oh. Okay. By the way, I'm grabbing these because I know that I need to craft some more health kits. I might actually be able to do the next lift from the ground. Alright, there's an enemy there. Actually, there's two of them. I don't know what they're protecting, though. I don't... see anything over there that they would be protecting. There's a pod. Oh, there was a Mercer sphere over there. Okay, I've already cleared that. And there was a Mercer sphere up at the top of that. I've already cleared that. Okay, so first of all, okay, good. That clears that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see if I can do this without attracting any attention. Cool. Alright, so we're coming out then down by where the downed ship was. Okay, so we're going to want to take the copper ingots down to here and get the stuff working as close to the down ship as possible. The reasoning for that is so that that big guy doesn't keep coming back. Alright. Oh, and there's two small guys. I don't have a clue what they're protecting either. Okay, that's the output of that one cavern that I found the helmets in. Or helmet. Can't remember if it was 1 or 2. Alright, while I'm here... let's go ahead and craft... So these two are going to be spitting out silica and alumina solution. The alumina solution we're going to... I don't know quite how yet, but... we'll send into an awesome sink via packaged. In the meantime, I need to craft another, and I kind of want to send it back towards where the copper is going to be. So we're going to need another refinery. So, and it's going to output scrap aluminum and water, which the water will feed back in. So this needs a oh crap, this needs coal. Oh god, it needs coal. Well, the alumina solution's easy. Coal, not so much. Well, let's see if there's any coal nearby. I actually have never looked. $528. That's not at the top of the waterfall, is it? No, because it would show that I've already got something sitting on top of it. 528 that way. So, what, just past the copper? Alright, so we need to get back up to where the bauxite is coming down and look to see where there's some coal. Alright, we'll do that on the return trip. Yeah, there's a dismantle crate that way. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put a splitter. Right there. Oops, that's actually not what I wanted. That was what I wanted. And then this is going to have that. Yeah, I just want to make sure that that worked. All right. Both of these then are going to go, are going to send silica into a storage unit. What did I put in here? Oh, aluminum sheeting. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got some heat sinks in here too. I'm going to make a quick trip back to nitrogen when I go back to get the reinforced plates. Okay. We need to go get reinforced plates. So let's go do that. See, this is exactly why I said I needed You know what? We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to create another dimensional depot. And we're going to put reinforced plates. Ooh, crap. Really don't want that thing opening up. We're going to put reinforced plates into a dimensional depot. That way I don't have to keep carrying them around. Nope. There we go. But before I do that, I'm going to make a quick trip to nitrogen to drop off these aluminum casings and heat sinks, so that both of those items can keep being used. Or can keep crafting. Because if I've got the extra heat sinks, I might as well go ahead and have cooling systems being produced. Flying along. One thing I was thinking about in the last episode as I was making this trip last time was I really should move that power tower to down on the ground. It does not need to be up there. Oops. I took some damage. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. I was just curious. Where's the... There they are. Yeah, so those will be crafting more cooling systems. The extra heat sinks there. Cool. Alright, now we can go ahead back. Good thing about the crafting of the aluminum scrap is we do not need a lot of coal. They only take 2 each, and I'm only doing 1 refinery based on the amount of bauxite that I have. So I really shouldn't need more than 1 coal vein, whatever one is closest. And then sending it along, and I should be good. Alright, let me go grab the Mercer spheres. so that we can craft another dimensional depot. Let me also put these leaves and wood in here, because I definitely don't need this anymore. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of extra rubber, too. I'll have to look and see if I have any space for rubber. Alright, so reinforced plates are right here. Oh, I bet you I don't have what I need. Yeah, I'm missing 10 of whatever those things are. They're SAM items. I forget what they're called. SAM fluctuators. Need, what did it say, 10? Okay. I also wanted to craft more vitamin inhalers. Oh. Can only craft one. Alright, I'll have to make sure to grab more later. Okay. Alright. Now we can do the dimensional depot. Let's see. How do I want to do this? That. All right, so I've got my 100. I've got 142 right now, and I do have things set up so that. All right, this has got to go. Okay, that's better. You know what? I actually think if I put it here, out of the way, I can have this go to a splitter. There we go. There we go. Now we've got reinforced iron plates. Excellent. Okay, so I have reinforced iron plates now. We drop things off over there. There's one other thing I wanted to do. Oh. Alien technology. Dimensional depot stack increase. Upload speed would be nice, but this enables uploading from inventory. Yeah, so depot expansion is 300%. Okay, this is the next one then that I want to do. Yeah, this is the next one that I want to do. All right. Let me put the Mercer spheres back. I think that's... Oh, let me check and see if there's any room for me to put this rubber in for the modular engines. Yep. Cool. That gives me even more space. Okay. Let's head back. I need 2 portable miners if I'm gonna do... I should only need to use 1 coal vein. So let me go grab a couple of portable miners, or craft a couple of portable miners. Man, I'm almost out of iron rods. Never thought I'd see that day. There. For some reason, I don't have iron rods going into a dimensional depot, and I've never really completely figured out why, but... Okay. Now let's see if we can find the coal and get that set up. Okay. Make sure no spiders are chasing me or anything. Alright, so starting from here, let's take a look at coal. $423 and $400. So there's one single one. Okay, I see. I actually could see where it was blipped. Or it's that way. Couple of limestone deposits right over here too. I think the best option to get it down there is this way, because that's closest to the beach. The beach happens to wrap around. Oh, there's a down ship down there. there's a yellow slug and a big old... Actually, there's probably more than that because there's... No, I can't. I want to see if I can see it. I actually think it might be down. To be 100% honest with you, I'm a little nervous about dealing... Okay, hold on. I got an idea. I'm definitely hitting him. Alright, let's see if I can... Oh shit, that's a big boy. Okay, I killed one of them, but... Okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Alright, I don't know where the other one died. So I don't know where his... God, there's spitters too. All right, let me go back to looking for coal. 251 and 304. I don't see it pinging. And I need to craft some more radiation filters, and I just haven't in a while. The problem is I don't know what's past that ledge. There's nitrogen down there. Huh. I think it would have been a lot. And there's another down ship, too. In that poison field. I mean, somehow I passed it? What? Guess what? There's one right there. Alright, I'm gonna go get this ship. Because the power slugs are not nearly as important to me right now. But that looks like coal. The problem is going to be how the hell I get it all the way down to the aluminum. That is going to be a very long belt. Alright, well, one problem at a time, I suppose. Yeah. That's freaking coal right there. Which means there's another one that might end up being closer. Okay. Alright, well then let's... Sorry, I've got flashlight on for some reason. Let's get this down ship. Make sure that I'm not going to get attacked anywhere along the way. Nope, we're good. Okay. Oh, interesting. Needs power. Well, if I end up using coal, then that won't be an issue. Rubber. Ah, circuit boards. Where did they go? Oh, I'm so screwed. got one of them. There's a whole cave system down here. Alright, let me put a miner Mark II here for now. We can always, if we find one that's a little bit closer. And it's a pure one too. Yeah, we really only need the one. Yeah, there's a whole cave system here. Holy crap. Okay, there's the other one. Okay, this one's impure. This one would be better, but that's okay. But we take the power, or we take the coal. Why are there so many freaking enemies here? Or aliens, or whatever? Oh, there's one of them. Okay, let's worry about getting back to the beach before we die. Plus, this will give me an opportunity to figure out how to get to the beach. The quickest way possible. Of course. This way. Ah, man, there's freaking hogs everywhere. Okay. I don't know where I am. I may have just gotten myself lost. I got myself very lost. I went the wrong way. And I found another downed ship. Where am I? Yeah, I went the wrong way. And they won't let you move the map. Oh, so this is the piece that actually has to be opened. Yep. And it needs power. Wow. Okay. Alright, well, I actually need to go back this way anyway, because I need to get back to the beach. There's a Mercer sphere. Is there anything protecting it? Yes.
Waves lap at our shores.
Okay. Be a little quieter this time.
Consume.
Okay. Cool. Okay, now then. You know what? Oop. Oh, big boy. Nope, nope. Okay, yeah, I made a wrong turn in Albuquerque. We're back at the beach now. And we're heading in the right direction. Alright, so copper was coming down from over there. Yeah, I'm going to need to figure out the best way to get coal. I obviously had the coal thing turned the wrong way. Okay, so more work to do between now and the completion. God, we are never going to finish Phase 4. We are never going to finish Phase 4. Okay, I need to head back over here real quick. And then we'll wrap up the episode. And specifically what I need to do is turn back on the drone that was doing the fuel. Okay, good. to make sure that this one I'm gonna have to periodically turn on and off, because otherwise the other thing's gonna fill up with fuel very, very quickly. So one of the things that I could do from a coal perspective is I have extra coal up at the top of the waterfall that's coming down to a truck that we're using to send over to Iron Part 3, and aluminum for that matter. We could have that go into a storage unit that then both feeds into the truck port as well as into a drone port, and then put a drone port there and over here so that I don't have to worry about how to get the coal over, and just transport it that way. And then the fuel for the drone itself could be fed from right here, because I could split it off and send it just across the water, and I think that would be perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few different options that we have here, thankfully. In either case, this is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode. As always, if you've been enjoying the content, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe, or comment button, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon.